Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I made a Rubik's Cube video, so I've decided to make one that is solving the Rubik's Cube using the absolute original beginner's method. So step one of the beginner's method is to do what they call the white cross. Now, you know a side is white because whatever the middle color is, that's what side it is. So we're going to do the white cross. Let's do it in this order: blue, orange, green, and red. And there's the blue center. So we know we're going to put a blue and white piece edge here. And what we need to do is look around the cube and find the blue-white piece. So here it is there. Actually, so we'll start by putting it there. That's a simple turn. Now we want to move, and we want the white-orange piece right there, that edge piece. And if we look around, we see that the white-orange piece is right here. It needs to be right here. So what we do is we turn the cube to put it so that we can turn it up. We still have our blue piece there, but now we have the orange piece there. So we'll move here and do the green. We need a white, green. And there it is right there. This can be done in two moves. We could turn it down to the center row. There it's there. And turn it up. So now we have that. And actually, we've actually managed to put that one there. If you ever have a piece on the bottom row, you just turn it from the bottom to the top. There you go. We now have the cross. Now that you have the cross, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the four corners. And much like the step one, we have to make sure that we have pieces that match the center. So we had the blue-white one that made that piece there, but for a corner, we need the white-blue-orange piece that's going to go there. So what we're going to do is, there it is, the white, blue, orange piece. And the way you want to do it is this. If it's on this side like this, you're going to turn it down, you're going to turn it in, and you're going to turn it up. So now we have this next one. We're at white, orange, green, and we need to put the white piece there. Well, where is the white, orange, green? The white, orange, green piece is here in the back. So this is what we do. We're going to turn it so it's underneath where it needs to go. White, orange, green needs to come up here at white, orange, green. We're going to turn it, double turn on the bottom, and then turn it back. That's a coincidence that that's there. That's the wrong piece. The piece we actually did is put it there. And here's how we do it. You want to put the piece, this is white, green, orange, and it's going to go here, white, green, orange. You want to put it right below where it needs to go. In this case, there, it's going to go there. And you want to turn it to the side, bring it down where you want it to go. See, it's still there. Bring it over and turn it up. And now you've put it into place. So let's move on to the next one. We have white, green, red, and we're looking for the white, green, red piece, which is there. So let's do the same thing, but on this side. Put it below, the white below where you want it to go. Slide it over, slide it down, back, and up. And now that piece is there. Now there's one more piece to go. It's this blue one. Slide it away, slide it down, slide it back, and slide it up. And now we've done the next step, which is the top slice of this cube. If you want more detail on how to do this step, create the first side, I have a video that really breaks that down into detail. Now it's time to move on to the next step, the middle layer. We are ready to do the second row in the beginner's method. The first thing we need to do is we need to take that white face that we solved, and we're going to turn it upside down. And we're going to do this second row. Again, knowing the middles that determine the color, we have to look at, here's a blue, here's a red. The piece that goes here, this edge piece, is a blue-red piece. So here it is. There's the blue-red piece. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it so it's over. Now here's how this works. There's two moves. One that moves a piece from the top to here, and one that moves from a piece from the top to here. Now in this case, since this is a blue-red, we don't want it to go there, we want it to go here, we're going to perform the following move. We're going to go the top clockwise, we're going to go the right clockwise, we're going to go the top counterclockwise, we're going to go the right counterclockwise, we're going to go the top counterclockwise, Now we're going to go the front face counterclockwise. We're going to go the top clockwise, and we're going to go the face clockwise. Now we've put it there, as you can see. And we can now move on to the next one. Oh, magically that's already there. So let's move on to the next one, which is the green and the orange. So here is the green-orange piece. We put it here so that it makes the line. And in this case, we have to do green-orange has to go this way. So we already did the move that went here. So now we're going to do the second move, which is the one that's going to put it there. And this is how that goes. We're going to do the top counterclockwise, the left counterclockwise, the top clockwise, the left clockwise, the top clockwise, the front clockwise, the top counterclockwise, and the front. And now we've put that there. So we've put 3 of them in, and now we just need to put the 4th one into place. So in this case, there's an orange-blue. We are looking for orange-blue, and there it is. So we're going to go like this, and here it is, orange-blue. We need to put it there. Now, quick note, what if the piece you're looking for was not on the top, but was here in the middle row, but on the wrong side? You actually would do one of the same moves that would move it from here to here, and then you'd be able to put it back again, say, here to here. So it's the same 2 moves that basically move all of these middles. So let's try this again. We're going to put this here, orange, blue, and so we do that same move again. Clockwise, right clockwise, top counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, top counterclockwise, front face counterclockwise, upper clockwise, and face clockwise. And now, as you see, we've done 2 rows of this cube. We have just the top to go. Started with the white side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start to work on the opposite side, the yellow side. And just like we did a cross on this side, we're going to start by doing a cross on this side. There's really 4 ways you will, when you finally get to this point, find the cube. You'll either find it with 0 yellows, in which case I'm going to give you a move to do that. You may find it with all 4 yellows, in which case this step is already done. And then you may, as we have it here, find it with 2 yellows. There can be 2 patterns. One would be where you have 2 yellows on this side, or 2 yellows this way. And the second pattern is the L shape. It could be 2 yellows like this, which is what we have. So here's the move we're going to do. We're going to hold it with this yellow on the left and this yellow in the back. And we're going to do the following move. We're going to go front face clockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise, the top row counterclockwise, the right counterclockwise, and the front face counterclockwise. And now that's put our cross 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Now here's an example where there is 0 yellows to make the yellow cross. So you want to do this move. And all it's going to do is put you in one of the other positions. You're going to go front clockwise, upper clockwise, right clockwise, upper counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, front counterclockwise. And all it's going to do is give you one of the other examples. In this case, it's given you this one. So let's solve. So this is how you solve that. You put it on the left and right, and you do the following move. Front clockwise, right clockwise, upper clockwise, right counterclockwise, upper counterclockwise, and face counterclockwise. And there we have our cross. Those were all the moves. So far, so good. The next thing we're going to do is the corners. Now, in the beginner's method, there really is only one move that you do many times to get the 4 corners, so we'll have the yellow side solved. But there are different states which tell you how to hold the cube to do it. So one of the states is that you could have 0 corners done, and I'm going to show you what to do then in just a second. Another one is where you have just 1 corner. And in this case, we have 1 corner. So with the yellow on top, we are going to put this in the lower left corner. Holding it like this, we're going to do this move. You ready? Right clockwise, upper clockwise, right counterclockwise, upper clockwise, right clockwise, upper 2 times, and right counterclockwise. Now, in that case, that there you go, I did that. I'm going to show you now the other ways you have to do it. So here's an example where there's no corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if that's the case, if there's no corners, you have to have a yellow left corner on the front face here. And once you have that, you can do the move. Right clockwise, upper clockwise, right counterclockwise, upper clockwise, right clockwise, upper twice, right counterclockwise. So now that we've done that, we now have the 1, which is how we had it before. So we put it on the bottom left, and we do the same sequence again. It's the same sequence that we keep doing again and again and again. So you're going to know it pretty quickly. And here it is. So now we've got that. The only thing left to do is finish up that top row, which is coming up. You're getting close. You now have the top row done. Now what we need to do is we need to put in the corners that match here. There's going to be 2 steps to this. Corners first, then edges. And as you can see, I've got some correct already and some not correct already. And what you want to do is you want to turn the top row until you can find a situation where you have 2 correct. So that one's correct and that one's correct. Now there's 2 scenarios that will let you do it. That means this one's not correct and this one's not correct. So therefore these 2 need to be switched. There's either going to be a diagonal switch that needs to happen or a side-by-side switch that needs to happen. So because this is a diagonal switch that needs to happen, this needs to come here and this needs to come here. This is what you want to do. You want to put the cube like this, and you want to do the following move. And again, it's only one move. You're going to wind up having to do it a couple of times in this beginner's method. So let's start. Right counterclockwise, front clockwise, right counterclockwise, back twice, right clockwise, front counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, back twice, right twice, and top counterclockwise. So we can straighten that up, and you can see that what we've done is we've actually made them so that it's 2 side by side, and now these 2 need to be switched. So we now have to do the method again. What you want to do is you want to put the 2 that you want to switch up at the top, and you're going to do exactly the same move. Let's try that again. Right counterclockwise, front clockwise, right counterclockwise, back twice, right clockwise, front counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, back twice, right twice, and top counterclockwise. And now we have the 4 corners in place. This is the last step. This is going to solve the cube. So here's what we need to do. We need to look around and we need to determine how many of these edge pieces are correct and how many are wrong. And so this one is wrong, this one is wrong, this one is wrong, and this one is wrong. So there's actually either 2 scenarios in how to do this. Scenario 1 is that there's 1 correct, and scenario 2 is that there are none correct. If all 4 of them are incorrect, then what we're going to do is a sequence to put it so that there's 1 correct, and then we'll have to do the 1 correct move. So let's just start by doing this move, which will put only 1 correct at this point. Face twice, upper clockwise, left clockwise, right counterclockwise, face clockwise, twice, left counterclockwise, right clockwise, upper clockwise, and face twice. Okay, so now I moved and I put 1 in place. There are still 3 incorrect. So now what we're going to do, which is if there's 1 incorrect, and if there's 1 correct and the other are 3 correct, I want you to move the cube so that the face with the correct edge is in the back, and then determine if the other pieces need to move in a clockwise or counterclockwise direction. In other words, this green needs to come here, this orange needs to come here, this red needs to come here. As we're going to go in a counterclockwise direction right now, we're going to do the following move. Face twice, top counterclockwise, left clockwise, right counterclockwise, face twice, left counterclockwise, right clockwise, top counterclockwise, face twice. And there you go. The cube is solved. So here's an example where I need to move it in a clockwise direction. Green needs to go here, blue needs to go here, yellow needs to go there. Again, I put the one piece that's working in the back, and I do the following move. Front twice, upper clockwise, left clockwise, right counterclockwise, front twice, left counterclockwise, right clockwise, upper and front twice. And that solves the cube. Now this is the beginner's method. This is the very first method that most people learn when they want to solve the cube. It's got the fewest moves, and the moves are very simple. Hope this was really helpful. Please let me know what other videos you want to see.